The Little Flower, The Story of Saint Thérèse of the Child Jesus, by Mary Fabyan Windeatt, from Tan Books. Narrated by Tracy Tremblay. Produced by Tan Books.
Introduction. You have heard of me. You have seen my pictures and medals. Perhaps you have even said some prayers in my honor. After all, God has made me known to children as well as to older people. And why? So that I may tell them about the little way I followed while on earth, the little way that led me to love Him with all my heart. What if I have been dead since September 30th, 1897? I still work for God. I still bring Him thousands of souls every day, souls who were afraid of Him at first, afraid of His will, but now are eager to do everything He asks, just because I showed them how to love Him. I do this work mainly through a book I wrote a short while before I died. This book, The Story of a Soul, was written in French, my native language. Today, however, The Story of a Soul has been translated into 35 other languages, and maybe one of the English copies is in your home or at school. I hope so, for this book tells how I became a saint. It will help you to become a saint too. When you are older, you will read The Story of a Soul. In the meantime, here is another book for you to read. It will tell you about me, a French girl, who was called Marie-Françoise Thérèse Martin in baptism, and who later received another name, Saint Thérèse of the Child Jesus and of the Holy Face. Chapter 1. The Baby of the Martin Family. Papa was a watchmaker and had a rather long name, Louis-Joseph Aloysius Stanislas Martin. Mama's was much shorter, Zélie Marie Guérin. They were married on July 13th, 1858 in the Church of Notre Dame in Alençon, France. Papa was about 35 years old at the time, Mama 26. A few people were afraid that the marriage was a mistake. You see, they were remembering those days long ago when Papa thought he had a vocation to be a monk. They also remembered that Mama once tried to enter the religious life too, as a sister of St. Vincent de Paul. Louis Martin and Zélie Guérin are far too holy to live in the world, these people told one another. Each would be better off in some monastery. But this was not so. God did not want Papa or Mama to live in the cloister. He wanted them to live in the world. He wanted them to have many children and to teach these little ones the beauties of the Catholic faith. So it was that they married each other that 13th day of July in the year 1858 and settled down to a quiet life in Alençon. The first child God sent my parents was a girl. She was called Marie-Louise in baptism, although from the start Papa just called her Marie, which is the French form for Mary. "We'll give each of our little ones the first name of Marie," he said. "Even the boys. In this way they will all be consecrated to the Blessed Virgin." It was a fine thought, and one with which Mamma readily agreed. She had a very high opinion of Papa, and not a day passed that she did not thank God for giving her such a fine husband. How kind he was, and how hard he worked at his watchmaking, so that she might have a comfortable home. Truly, there was no better man in Alençon, in all of France, than Louis-Joseph Aloysius Stanislas Martin. As time passed,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?